In this video, I will explain how to create an effective video presentation while reducing stress and uncertainty during the recording process. Video presentation can feel uncomfortable at first, especially for students who are not used to being on camera. By breaking the process into simple steps, it becomes more easier to manage throughout this video and the whole process. I will review important do's and don'ts related to background setup, noise control, personal attire, basic video editing skills, and confidence building techniques. We're now going to discuss about the background of video presentation. It plays a very important role on how professional and focused the presentation appears. A clean and uncluttered background helps keep attention on the speaker rather than on distractions behind me. Neutral walls or a tidy room works best for most presentations. Busy backgrounds or visible movement can distract viewers and reduce the overall effectiveness of the message that is being delivered to you. As you can see behind me, this is a good set example. It's a very neutral background, cream colors, and as you can see, I have the drapes closed to where you cannot see what's going on behind the window, which would be street movement. One of the most important parts of a video is a clear audio that I'm presenting to the viewer. Background noise such as fans, televisions, or phone notifications that many of us deal with today can definitely distract the viewers and, what's most important, yourself. Recording in a quiet space helps ensure the speaker to easily understand. Speaking clearly and at any steady pace also improves audio quality, even when using a built-in microphone. An example that I like to make, I'm in my home right now. I have communicated to everyone in my family that I'm planning to record a video today. I set this up to where it'll be nice and quiet and not much noise to where I could become distracted. My viewers and audience can then hear me more clearly. Presentation. Presentation is everything. What a presenter wears can affect how confident and professional they appear on camera. Clothing does not need to be overly formal, but it should be neat and appropriate for an academic setting. For example, I chose to wear nice clean shoes, jeans, and a button-up shirt that I would normally wear to a nice dinner. I was debating on maybe a sweater, but I didn't think that was too professional, so that's something I wouldn't do. Solid colors tend to look better on camera than busier patterns. Presenters should always consider wearing clothing that contrasts with their background so they remain clearly visible. As mentioned, I have a nice cream background. I'm wearing a darker blue shirt and jeans to where I'm easily presentable and clear within this video for my viewers. Proper camera placement helps create a more confident and engaging presentation. For example, I have set up a stool right here in front of me with an elevated object that holds the phone up. I could have spent money on a tripod, but I felt for class presentation, it's best to spend zero money for something that I'm doing in class. The speaker's face should be centered in the frame with a small amount of space above the head. Recording from a low angle or holding the camera can make the presentation appear less professional and more distracting. You definitely want to make sure that your phone is balanced and it's not going to be moving around. And in between frames of going to different presentations, you want to make sure the camera is facing the way it was prior and in the exact same spot. Basic video editing can help improve the clarity of a presentation without making it overly complex. For example, in between each section/paragraph that I'm going over and presenting within this video, I am pausing it, taking a deep breath, relaxing and resetting, and then I'll press start again. When we go into the more editing portion of this video, when I'll be obviously doing that and presenting this to the class, I will be utilizing CapCut. It's a free editing software that I'm going to be utilizing on my phone, and it allows me to do subtitles, which is very important so many viewers can see my video and what I'm going over. Editing should focus on clarity rather than perfection. Free or built-in tools are often more than enough to create a clean and professional video presentation. keep in mind, you do not need to overstress the editing portion. Again, my biggest example I could make is keep the video going. If you feel that you made a mistake, pause, relax, and then reset. You can edit and clip that portion of the video that you messed up on and roll it into the next clip. Feeling nervous during a video presentation is honestly extremely normal, and it's actually quite expected. Practicing the presentation once or twice before recording will be extremely helpful, and you'll have a little bit more muscle memory going on there. One thing that I could definitely explain is what I mentioned prior, is you can keep the camera rolling, you can clip it at the end. If you made a mistake, you can just start again, but to keep the camera rolling. Full script can make speaking feel more natural. However, it does become extremely difficult. You would want to utilize large bullet points and enlarge the font so you can view it of distance. Presenters should focus on explaining their ideas clearly rather than trying to sound perfect. For me, I'm trying to sound as perfect as I can, but I do know and understand there are mistakes throughout the video. That's totally normal. You just want to keep it going. This is a presentation, and as you practice it more, you'll become better and better and more natural. We are now going to roll into the don'ts. This is what I suggest you do not do. You're going to see that my attire is going to be different, and the background of what you see now is going to be different, and you can identify what I fixed versus what it looks like now. These are real-world examples, and you'll just see all I did was change up a couple things, and I'm trying to do whatever I can with what I already have. In this portion of the video, I will be primarily focusing on the don'ts. Do not do many of what I'm about to say. As you can see, my notes, they're kind of all over the place, unorganized. Part of the paperwork is blue. We can start with the attire as well. You can see that I'm wearing dirty shoes, a logoed shirt, a hat, and I'm not freshly groomed. When it comes to the background, you want to make sure you're focusing on something much brighter. Right here, it's very dim. I have colorful pillows. You can see that the drapes are not closed. You can just see everything in the background. These are a lot of the do nots, as well as background noise. You do not want to hear the neighbor's car alarm going off. For example, that was a little light. I was hoping a more heavier one, but you can hear the honking. A lot of the background noise will be a huge distraction, not only for yourself, but also the viewers of the video.